What's up, guys? Welcome to NFL Kickoff, our Week 5 Best Bets. I am your host, Tanner Kern. I'm joined by my co-host, Corey Walsh. Wow, just got a little in there.
Now you get emotional, man. This is just a back-to-back.
A little rough time for that. It didn't happen on Ring Chasers, but you know what? Who cares? NFL Kickoff. We're placing bets day. It's Sunday, best day of the week, football day. It's the best day of the week, I'd say, till about 11 o'clock tonight. But, hey, anyways, 3-day weekend, long weekend.
Let's go.
Let's go. It's a holiday tomorrow. So NFL Week 5 picks, guys. Very excited about this today. Corey, we just did our Patriots podcast. Now we're going right into this. How you feeling? You fatigued at all?
Oh, no. That's not what Grit's about. Grit's getting back up and just facing adversity head on.
It's a gritty podcast. We're just a
gritty podcast hour. This is just what it should be labeled.
Listen, there's games right now. The Falcons just went up 10-0 on the Jets, so we will not be picking that game. But listen, put that game on the TV, put us on your phone. We're giving you the goods right now. If you're losing money because I told you to bet the Jets at +3, which I never did. But if I would have said probably bet the Jets at +3. If you're losing money, if you believed in me, if you believed in yourself at Jets at +3, stay here. We're going to make you money now for the remainder of the games on the slate. So let's get into it. Corey, a rough week last week. You were 25 and 21 overall. I'm 26, 21 and 1. How you feeling coming off that bad week?
I'm just going to face adversity in the face. I'm going to grit the shit out of these picks, and now I'm going to flip the script. It's going to be a 10-6 week minimum, at least. Lock that in. That's my mortal lock of the week.
See, you already got a loser mindset there, though. You're saying 10-6. If you shoot for 10-6, you know that quote, if you shoot for the moon, you'll land amongst the stars. You're shooting for 10-6. That means you're probably.
I said my basement is 10-6. Anything else?
You didn't say basement.
Higher.
Don't give me that shit. You said 10-6 at least 10-6. But that's your goal. In your head, you're thinking 10-6. I'm thinking 16-0. Even though we're not even picking 16 games, Corey. We're picking 14 games. 14 games.
Rip. So I see that. Throw in my sentence from before. Now my goal is to go 10-4.
All right, there you go. So even though we're picking 14 games today. All right, so let's think of the time. So last week it took us like 20 minutes. We set the goal of 20 minutes to get through these picks. So we're doing 14 games this week. We should be about 16 to 18 minutes. All right.
Yes.
So we're going to start it right. We're going to start at 3 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. And we're going to see what we can do here. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. All right. We're starting with the Philadelphia Eagles, where I'm looking for the banner here. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are legit. Stephon Gilmore will be starting for him at corner today. That should be fun to watch for us Patriots fans.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I'm glad to see Stephon Gilmore suit up this week. That's going to be so good. I've been waiting for that for so long. I can't believe he's going to be wearing Carolina blue.
Just the wrong team. Wrong blue. Wrong shade of blue.
Exactly. So. And for that reason, I'm taking Carolina at just the money line.
So yeah, Carolina money line. I love Carolina at 2.5. Just the way I say it every week. If you can get 2.5 on the point spread, go with 2.5. I had him at 3.5 earlier this week when I looked. So 2.5 can't beat it. Christian McCaffrey coming back, baby. Sam Darnold looks like a Hall of Famer. It's good.
Best running quarterback in the league according to touchdowns.
There you go. Matt Rule's transitioning the culture there. I love Carolina right now. I might get a Carolina jersey. Who cares? All right, so 2.5. You like them on the money line. I like them at 2.5. So you're taking a safe bet there, though, Corey. We got to factor in that too eventually when we get like big time. We are presented by DraftKings Sportsbook, though. We are presented by DraftKings. Yep, we're in the corner. $1,000 deposit match. Link in the description below. But we got to factor that in, Corey, because you're like -150 and I'm -115 right now. So
yeah, I'm just picking them as I see them. I didn't know we were just going to attach money value to this.
We might have to. We might have to if you keep making these soft money line bets.
This is one of the first times I picked money line. All right,
you're going to be picking like -400 on the money line soon. All right, next game: Broncos and Steelers. Let me look here. Where's the Broncos? Where are my Broncos at? Where are my Broncos at? Where are my Broncos?
They're -1.5 right now against Pittsburgh, which is just. I can't believe they were a favorite against Baltimore. There's still days where I wake up being like, how stupid can Vegas be that they thought Baltimore was going to do it? And Drew Lock's playing today. So for that reason, I will be taking Pittsburgh money line at +110.
I was rolling Pittsburgh money line as well here.
Oh, you're so soft, dude.
No, if it's a positive money line, you go with the positive money line. Obviously, why am I going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers at +1.5 at -110 when
I don't know, man. It just seems like soft guys take money line, and I've already, I guess, admitted to being the Charmin of the two of us. So I guess I'm taking the money line.
Soft guys take negative money lines, even though I did take a few negative money lines yesterday at FanDuel Sportsbook. This show is not presented by FanDuel; it's presented by DraftKings. But FanDuel, shout out to you as well. All right, got to spread the love, Corey. Got to spread the love on the show. All right, so we got Eagles, Panthers, Denver, Steelers. The Steelers are so bad at football now, though.
They're so bad, but their defense is great, and Drew Lock is awful. Yep. So that's my recipe.
All right, so my orders just got changed up here, Corey. So I guess we're you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna go to the top here. Lions, Vikings. Vikings. If you like the Lions, this like last week I took the Lions at +3 and they let me down, and I think they let a lot of people down. Did they let you down, Corey?
Yeah, they let me down. That was my lock of the week. That was fun.
I thought they were going to come out and light the world on fire. This week, I do not trust them anymore, and I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings at -10.
I am just going to go for the under 49.5.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Just because I think this game, I thought the Vikings had a really good offense. I thought the Lions last week, I thought they were going to have a good defense against Justin Fields. And I was disappointed in both ways as the Vikings scored 7 and the Lions got decimated by the same team that got blown out like 2 weeks ago.
All right, there you go. So Lions, Vikings, I like them at -10, and Corey likes the under there. So you got a little same game parlay on DraftKings Sports.
You really want to,
same game parlay and add a few props in there. You'll be making big money. Saints, Washington here. Now this is I hate picking the Saints because Jameis Winston is the most unreliable, funniest quarterback. No, he's on. I love him. Like he's what makes the We're gonna eat W today, boys. I love Jameis Winston because he's Jameis Winston. Like everything he does is like it's funny as hell. But we also look at him; he sucks at quarterback and he's unreliable. The Washington football player Taylor Heineke mania is running wild through Washington D.C. right now. Saints at -2.5, though. The way football scoring works, I say it: if you have a favorite at 2.5, you hammer them. Jameis Winston. I love the Saints defense. Washington's defense is non-existent. They beat the Atlanta Falcons last week, and it was like the greatest thing in the world. That's not a big deal right now. The Atlanta Falcons will be in a dogfight with the New York Jets today. I do not think they blow them off the field in London. I'm going to go with the Saints at -2.5.
I'm going with the Washington football team at +2.5 because I just think that the Washington, it's more than Jameis. I don't trust him. I don't want to be on the side where I have to watch Jameis Winston with my life depending on it. I think Tyler Heineke is the better quarterback in this matchup. I agree with you that Washington's defense has been very bad to this point, but I think if anything, they could get a pass rush on Jameis. They have 4 really good defensive pass rushers. And I just don't like Jameis. So at the end of the day, I feel safer knowing that my money is on Taylor Heineke than Jameis Winston.
That's sad that you got to pick between Taylor Heineke and Jameis Winston. Like
I knew this going into the year. I circled this game on my calendar.
Yeah. I want to see what time is this game at? It's at 1:00, so I'll watch this too a little bit. I want to see Jameis Winston have the ball with 2 minutes to go on his own 20-yard line, tie game, and see him go 80 yards to win the game.
He'll probably go 60 yards, then throw a really dumb pass into double coverage in the end zone. And
it might get caught, though. If we're playing against the Patriots.
It might get caught.
There you go.
Only if he's falling when he throws it, because that doesn't hurt at all.
The look on Sean Payton's face half the time when he does this, it's great. It's unreal. He's like, "What are you doing?
Why did I just see that right?" He's just like, "Oh, this glass."
Why did we not draft a quarterback? Why did we believe Jameis Winston was going to be able to do the job?
Taysom, get in there.
Taysom, get in there. Yeah. Patriots versus Texans. So this game -7.5. We talked about this before. The under is 39 in this game. That is such a low total. It's tempting, Corey.
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me too, but it's like that is such a low total. Picture this, Corey. You ready for this?
All right.
Davis Mills sets us up in scoring position multiple times. All right. We get ball in plus territory multiple times. All right. Also, maybe Davis Mills throws a couple deep balls. Maybe they get caught because we don't have a secondary. Maybe that happens. And, maybe Mac Jones lights the world on fire with no offensive line. I'm a believer. You know what? I'm going to do a double bet in this game. I'm going to go with the over of 39 points, and I'm going to take the Texans at +7.5.
Wow. Well, to counter you, I'm going to take the Texans at plus 7.5, and I'm taking the under.
Okay. All right. Well,
because I just don't believe that these two teams, with the way they're feeling right now, are going to generate much offense.
Would you bet that though? Like if you had to,
I would bet that.
You would 100%. Bet that. Okay. All right, Corey.
Doubting me? I just pick these picks randomly. I just want to like fuck over the people listening. I wouldn't take any of these, honestly.
No, I know. But like if you looked at your slate today and you were like, that's like, is that one of your main bet? Like, is that?
If I was betting and I chose to bet on this game, I deserve to be in the psych ward because this game is so unappealing.
Don't bet on this game
on so many levels.
Well, we bet on it here. We don't bet scared here at Sports 2.0 Network. NFL kickoff week 5. NFL
we bet insanity.
All right. All right, we'll go Dolphins Bucks plus 10, minus 10. I love the Buccaneers at minus 10 this game. I think Tom Brady returns home. Like you said, he was super stressed out last week. He bounces back this week. They need to bounce back. They lost last week. They lost to the New England Patriots.
I don't know if you guys knew that.
I don't know if you knew. The Patriots are 1-0 right now.
Bucks are 0-1 in moral victories.
The season started in week 4, and the Patriots are 1-0, and the Bucks are 0-1. They need a bounce back against an AFC East opponent. I'm telling you what. I don't trust Jacoby Brissett at plus 10 at all.
Yeah, no, I don't trust the Miami Dolphins at all either. But a part of me kind of scares me that he's playing Flores, who's also like the Belichick disciple for defense. And the Dolphins defense has always been kind of scrappy. But I feel like Tom just has to know that he has to get ready to uncork the arm and just throw some deep balls to Antonio Brown that we didn't see last week. Yeah, so I'm also going to take the Bucks at minus 10. I kind of want to bet the under because I just don't see a world in which Miami scores a ton. So I'm going to take minus 10 and the under 48. Right.
I'm just going to take minus 10, and I'll take minus 10 in the over because, life's too short to bet the under. You don't bet the under in the NFL.
I only bet the under when I'm going with a parlay.
Yeah, same game parlay, which you can do on DraftKings Sportsbook. $1,000 deposit match, link in the description below. There you go.
All these great advertisements for
Packers. free shout outs. Packers versus Bengals here. You got the Packers at minus 3, Bengals at plus 3, over 51. Packers at minus 150 has a lot of value on a parlay on the money line. But again, I'm not going to take that because it's minus 150 and we're just doing single game bets here. But I would hammer the Packers at minus 3. I'd put my house on it.
I just feel like the Bengals haven't done anything that really justifies them being a plus 3. I think the Vegas just looked like, they're 3-1. Yeah, that's awesome. This is gonna be a great game. Yeah, I'm with you. Minus 3 Packers. This game should be a blowout, honestly.
Aaron Rodgers is really good at football too. If you guys didn't know, Aaron Rodgers is still really good at football.
I had no idea. I heard he was okay.
people. That was the reputation after week 1. Aaron Rodgers is really good at football. Like, very good. Very good. And you know what? Shailene Woodley is helping him make some passes down the field right now.
My God, Tanner. What is with you trying to be with every star quarterback's girlfriend?
No, I wouldn't be with Shailene. Doesn't even know what football is, apparently. I listened to an interview with her. She doesn't know. Sadly.
She's like, I thought Aaron Rodgers was a starving artist from the State Farm commercials.
Like, if you she has an interview, I think, with like E! or something. I don't know, one of those Hollywood sites. And she was talking about like when she met Aaron Rodgers or when Aaron slid or when she slid. I don't know what their whole love story was, but they were talking and she was like, I just knew he like threw the football. Like I didn't know he was like a god. Like people are like, you date Aaron Rodgers? And like, yeah, like I just look at him like he's my Aaron that like hosts Jeopardy and stuff. I didn't look at him like he was this like god of a football player. Like
he hosts Jeopardy. I saw the one episode of Jeopardy he hosted and I was like, my God, I hope this is his career. That'd be great to date the next Alex Trebek.
There you go. Awesome. You know what? Aaron Rodgers ain't hosting Jeopardy anytime soon. All right. So we did Broncos, Steelers. We did Eagles, Panthers. Do we do Titans, Jags? We did not do Titans, Jags here. When I look at the Titans in this game, now are the stars back in the lineup today, Corey? Do we know?
I think at least one of them is between AJ Brown and Julio. And honestly, Jacksonville is just a disaster. I'm so happy to know that Urban Meyer grinds on and off the football field, though. That's something I can take to my grave, knowing that he'll put in the work, put his nose to the grindstone every single day of the week. That guy gets it.
That was so like I stopped following that storyline a while ago. Like I saw something with Pat McAfee that I didn't watch, and I should have watched it. But like, again, I got distracted on YouTube. I went to a different video, and it was like talking about why Urban let down the team. Like, did Urban really do anything wrong?
Urban decided after a Thursday night loss, instead of going back with the team and watching film, he was like, I'm going to stay in Ohio and go to the bar that I own. like a real head coach. Apparently, from what I heard, he told that he asked months before, being like, oh, I'm in Ohio. Would it be fine if I stay around Ohio after the game? If you're a first-year head coach, you shouldn't be asking for favors in the first place.
Yeah.
But Urban just obviously, I just don't think he's NFL ready. I think this is off the football. I'm not talking about the grinding and stuff. I'm talking more about just watch Jacksonville and know that they're never prepared, it seems like. Even when they were up early against Cincinnati, I had no doubt that Cincinnati was just going to come back and win. And Zach Taylor's not a good head coach either. So that's depressing that I think that Zach Taylor could pull an upset after being down like 10-0.
Yeah. I mean, I just saw the picture with like the finger. Like it looked like the finger was up her butt, and like I stopped following it because I'm like,
you're like, this is enough Twitter for me.
Like Urban's not gonna be the head coach there long. So I'm like, this isn't worth following.
This could be it. The grinding jokes could come to an end.
I think I retweeted the article on Barcelona. You know how Twitter gives you like the alert if you retweet something like an article without opening it?
Yeah.
It's like, do you really want to retweet this? I'm like, sure.
It's like, yeah, have you read this yet? And you're like, no. Confirmed.
Yeah.
I agree with the title.
Browns Chargers. Now this is the game of the week in my opinion. You get the Chargers at -2.5 now. Browns at +2.5. Browns +115. Chargers -135. I mean, Justin Herbert, sex god Justin Herbert is that. I mean, that's why we do this. Honestly, that's why we do this for Justin Herbert. I think he wins today. I think he makes a statement.
Yeah, honestly, I would have totally bet Cleveland if I liked the odds, but seeing as they're dead even on spread, I feel like I should just, no, I'm going to go for +2.5. I have faith in the Browns. I think they're going to win. I just don't. I think the Chargers are coming off of that Chiefs win. They're going to be high as a cloud, basically. Herbert's going to be slinging the ball with no remorse whatsoever up and down the field. I think it's going to be the detriment of the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, you look at it like, all right, so obviously the Chargers coming off the win, they can either go one of two ways. They can stay high or they can say, be deflated. But again, I think the good thing for them is it's not like they have a bad team coming to town either. Like you're coming off the Chiefs winning, you got a good team. So now you do have to play well. You're going to get your ass kicked. You're not just going to be in a dogfight. Yeah.
Also, this Browns defense is just coming alive in recent weeks. I mean, the Vikings are a very good offense. They can score points at will, and they only were able to score 7. And that's with Baker basically having one arm just dangling at the side for like the whole game.
But it's sex god Justin Herbert too. We also got to think about that, Corey. All right.
You're right.
Sex god Justin Herbert can do anything. Bears versus the Raiders. Bears at +5.5. Raiders at -5.5. Bears +200. Raiders -250. Total is set at 46 points. I like the Raiders.
Oh.
Knock if you're with me now. Knock if you're with me. No, you like the Bears?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the Raiders are going to be the story that they always have been for the past few years, where they get off to really hot starts and they come crumbling down to earth around October and November. I haven't seen anything from this team that makes me think that anything they're doing is sustainable. I don't see the season ending with Derek Carr being the passing leader. I don't see their pass rush having the least amount of blitzes in the NFL and having a ton of sacks come with it. I think Max Crosby is a beast. This is nothing against Max Crosby. But I think the Bears, I think Justin Fields is going to give them new life, especially with Matt Nagy no longer calling the plays. That's a recipe for success. I don't necessarily think the Bears are going to win. I think they'll just cover this spread.
5.5 scares me a little bit, especially in Vegas. The Raiders fans love football.
They've loved football for years, and their team hasn't rewarded them in any fashion.
No, they haven't loved football for years in Las Vegas, Corey. They've only been there 1 year. Last year doesn't count.
The fans migrate. Tanner.
No, it's a new fan base. They're in Vegas. All right. What we got next? 49ers, Cardinals. I mean, I love the Cardinals in this game. I think Kyler Murray is so good at football. It's not even funny at this point. They're so much better than the 49ers. I don't think the 49ers are anything special. I think the Cardinals are very good.
This is trap game, if there ever has been.
It's a trap game at home, Corey, though. You can't.
The Cardinals are not going through the season being undefeated.
Cardinals are going to go undefeated this year with Kyler Murray.
Divisional games are so ugly.
They're saying that all the time.
They are. Tell me a game that hasn't been ugly. Did you watch that Rams Seahawks game where Geno Smith almost won the game? That's the same division.
I know, but you know what? I think Kyler Murray's just that good at football this year.
I respect your opinion. There's nothing against what you're saying. I am just telling you that Trey Lance is starting today. That's going to give them a ton of juice. This Cardinals defense is nothing that special. Trey Lance, if there was an over-under for his yardage on the ground today, I would hammer the over. He's going to be running all around the field. I hope you like watching the mirror image of Kyler Murray on the other side of the field. 49ers defense is no slouch. The plus 5.5 is too much for me. If it was plus 3, I would probably take the Cardinals.
Would you take the 49ers at plus 210?
No. I just think it's going to be close.
All right. I like Cardinals at minus 5.5. Love that. Giants, Cowboys. This game really isn't worth talking about, in my opinion. But I like let me see what the spread is. I don't even have it here.
-7.
All right. Hammer the Cowboys.
Yeah, no, I don't really know why we think after. It seems like every time the Giants win a game, everyone lines up and is like, Daniel Jones finally has it. I'm like, what are you watching that he has it? He had one good game. He's a first-round quarterback. He should have games that are decent.
You know what? Saquon, though. Saquon looks good. Like last week, he actually looked really good running the football.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, it looks like the Dallas defense is actually good too. And I somehow think that Diggs is going to eat Daniel Jones alive because when they turn back and they have to throw it and Sterling Shepard's out, and I still think Darius Slayton might be out. It's Kadarius Toney and everyone else. Oh, and Kenny Galladay, but Kenny Galladay's always hurt, so I don't really count him in. Yeah, -7.
-7. And you know what? The Giants at +7 is actually it's more favored at -115 versus -105. But I love the Cowboys this year. I think they're actually good this year. It's fun. It's kind of fun to see the Cowboys good.
I love Zeke. I love Dak. I think they're a really fun pair to watch. They're an easy group to root for. If you remove the Cowboys brand, you would root for that team any day of the week.
Yeah, definitely. So the Chiefs got back on track last week. I love them in this game. I believe when I see the line here, I like Chiefs at -3 at home.
I think Buffalo is a force. I think the Chiefs, I think we're just putting too much into the Chiefs in general because they're the Chiefs and they've been the dominant team of the past 5 years.
Yeah.
I think Buffalo is on a roll. They are shutting out teams and putting like 30 plus points on them. I think they're like one of the only teams in the league that scored 30 points or more. Outside of that Steelers game, they've just been on fire. Josh Allen hasn't been that great, and they're still winning.
Have they played anyone, though, like defensively? Like I wrote a story on this.
Well, the Chiefs are no good defense either. That's why I really am thinking that this Bills team can keep toe for toe with them.
I think this game goes over, but like you look at,
I would hammer the over too. I'm taking +3 in the over.
See, Corey, like I can't respect. Like I mean, I love your opinion, obviously, but they've they played Miami, Washington, and Houston. So 2 of their shutouts have come against Houston and Miami. I know they are shutting them out, and then they beat Washington by 3 scores. But still, like this is a test. Like you haven't had a test in 3 weeks.
Yeah, you also have to keep in mind, though, this is a revenge game. AFC Championship, they were embarrassed by the Kansas City Chiefs. And this Chiefs defense is infinitely worse. I don't think the Chiefs are the best team in the AFC. I don't necessarily think Buffalo's the best team in the AFC. But at the same – What? Oh, my God.
Justin Herbert.
You drink the sex god Kool-Aid. You love that.
They're going to be good. They're going to be in the mix down the stretch.
Oh, they're going to be a wild card team for sure.
Yeah, they'll be in the mix.
Yeah, the Patriots probably won't be.
Well, definitely won't be.
No, yeah, it's cool. I didn't think that at the beginning of the season either. Don't watch the first few episodes of Ring Chasers. But yeah, I think Buffalo can easily win this game. I think the Chiefs aren't a juggernaut that you should just automatically bet them every single week.
I agree with that, but I
respect your opinion too, though.
I respect your opinion, but I'm going to win. All right, Colts Ravens here. This final game on the slate. It's Monday Night Football. Ravens -7. Lamar.
This game is so ugly. I don't like Baltimore, and I don't like the Ravens.
I like watching the Ravens now with Lamar. I do like Ravens.
They just if you go into there thinking their offense is this highly explosive machine, it's like they just beat you with like 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
Like Lamar run, Lamar run, Lamar run, Lamar run. All right, now we'll have one of our 5 washed up running backs come in and run. Do you want a little blast from the past? Do you want Le'Veon Bell? Do you want Latavius Murray? Do you want Devontae Freeman?
The names are epic. Like
it's just
those guys were like top 10 in jersey sales at one point in their career.
Yeah, if you want to track the Dick's Sporting Goods top 100 of the past 10 years, you could find all the Ravens running backs on there.
Yeah, just not right now.
No. I'm going to take Colts +7. I think it's going to be close. I think Baltimore's going to win, but the Colts looked half decent against Miami. I think they're a good team, though. I think they've just been banged up with a lot of injuries. If Carson Wentz can keep without spraining his 2 ankles, I think this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, honestly, who knows if he can? We haven't seen that much.
No, we haven't. And frankly, though, Jonathan Taylor is a very, very good running back. And I think Baltimore has a really good defense. So I think the battle is really there. I think it's if the Colts have a great offensive line too. They're stacked in that front. I mean, Quentin Nelson's a good enough guard to like go against like 3 defensive tackles by himself. Like that Aaron Donald video or photo that came out a few days ago of him having to be blocked by 3 players.
Yeah.
On the Seahawks, I feel like that's what you have to do. Quentin Nelson can handle 3 of those defensive tackles by himself.
Yeah, no, Quentin Nelson just loves hurting people too, which I love to see. I love that offensive line mentality where just guys just love hurting people. I'm sick though. But that's football. That's all. It is
football. If you think it's sick, then you're not a football guy.
Yeah, I mean that's football. If you don't go on the field trying to hurt someone or do your job at least and do it as physically and demoralizing as possible, you're not gonna have a good day, Corey.
Also, you're not just gonna like watching the games.
No,
you're watching the commercials. This isn't the Super Bowl.
We want violence. All right, that was NFL Week 5 picks. Corey, give me your final thoughts.
My final thoughts are rest in peace for you because the Falcons are winning 17-0.
We didn't pick that game though.
No, but I heard you have other videos where you cheat on me by yourself. So I heard you tried to pick the Jets in that one. I picked the man in the suit is he's trembling a little bit.
Corey, those videos like pop off though, so you get like a lot of.
I know you bring the people. I bring no one. I see our numbers. I hamper our feed.
That what's funny though? I was thinking like that. Like I did one video like we have like 1.6 here. Like that they have less, and they to the moon. To the moon. People want the picks.
You're the content creator. It's you. It's not them. It's you.
Maybe it is. I'm a man of the people, Corey. That's right, man of the people. Well, I'm gonna get pooped on in the comments section there for that pick. So that's what I'm like. The Jets are rolling right now. The Jets are rolling. So I'm not gonna be good there. You can get Jets at plus 60.5 though. I kind of like that right now, depending on if
that's depressing.
If I was watching the game, I mean, I'd probably.
If you were watching this game, you would need something in your hand while you're. You might need a beverage to get you through the rest of the game.
I'm gonna go watch this game right now. We get off and then possibly put a plus 60.5 bet in on the Jets. But who knows? I gotta believe in my team. That was Week 5 NFL picks. It was fun. We will see who's winning. Corey, I'm better than you right now. I think a little bit. Yeah, one game. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see who.
I'm happy for you. This, like I said, this show is for you.
All right, long season ahead though. So thanks for joining us, guys. We will talk to you next week at some point. We don't know the day yet, but some point.
We keep you on your toes, so just always stay ready. Keep your YouTube alerts on.
Yeah, you need subscribe. Smash the subscribe button so you never miss a video. That's what we're supposed to say. All right, guys. Talk to you soon. Go Pats. Should we end it with Go Pats?
Yeah, we have to.
Go Pats. There you go. Go Pats.